Today we are at the Akron Zoo here in Ohio, and I do apologize for the different camera. Our other camera kind of crapped out on us, so we're using my iPhone today. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Welcome back to the Animal Education Series. Today I'm at the Akron Zoo with Elena. Hello.
Hello.
And who do you have behind us?
So this is Shanti. She is our 10-year-old female snow leopard.
And where can you find these snow leopards in the wild?
So they are native to the Himalayan mountains, so China, Nepal, that area.
And obviously they have a really thick coat, so is that to help them with the cold temperatures?
Yeah, so they prefer the higher altitudes of the mountains. So you might find them in the snowy areas and the rough terrain. So they have the thick fur coats to keep them warm. And they also have fur on the bottom of their feet, which serve as like a snowshoe. So they don't sink in the snow, and it also keeps their feet warm.
Yeah, I see there's a lot of rocky terrain back here, and how often does she use all of that?
Shanti loves to go up and down the rocks. She likes to lay up high because she can see out from all around the zoo from up there, so that she really enjoys using her entire habitat.
Maybe we just had a little demonstration of like her point-to-point training, and she's going like the path right there, and that's almost straight up.
Yeah, so because of their snow leopards have really long tails, which help them balance a lot, so they're able to go straight up in the air. I believe they can get up to like 16 feet from just sitting. They can go straight up into the air. So they use that tail to balance and to get up those rocks, which are really helpful for when they're in the mountains.
And how does the coloration help them in the wild?
So because they have the lighter colors, it helps them camouflage into the rocky terrain and if it's snowing and everything.
What kind of animals would this snow leopard feast on in the wild?
So one of the animals, they do enjoy preying on our Himalayan tahr, which is really cool here at the Akron Zoo. We can actually have them right next to each other, which is a demonstration of predator and prey. And so the snow leopards can watch the tahr watch the snow leopards. The tahr know that they're perfectly safe, but every once in a while the snow leopards will stalk them and try to get to them, but they unfortunately cannot. But it's really great to mentally stimulate them.
And the tahr was actually our first choice before the snow leopard, but if you can look at the glass over there, you can't see through it because it's all covered in water and water droplets and all sorts of stuff.
Foggy, the lovely Ohio weather.
You can't control the weather and you can't control animals.
No,
that's what we've learned doing this channel. So what's one of your favorite things about the snow leopard?
So they are really popular, so the guests really love to watch them. They, while they're a cat and they do like to sleep a lot, they are, our snow leopards are still really active. She is about to curl up on her rock that's actually heated, so she is nice and spoiled. But yeah, so they're really great. They love to come right up to the glass and interact with our visitors and everything. So they're really great, and they're endangered species, so they're great ambassadors for their species here at the Akron Zoo.
Is this snow leopard part of the SSP?
Yes, so the Species Survival Plan, which as an Association of Zoos and Aquariums accredited facility, which we are here at the Akron Zoo, we work to breed snow leopards so we can create a genetically diverse population of snow leopards in zoos, which we have had a lot of great success with breeding snow leopards here. Shanti has actually had 3 sets of cubs, one in 2012, 2014, and 2016. She's had a total of 7 cubs. Wow. And she is an incredible mother. The first time she had cubs, we were a little nervous because she was rejected at birth, so she didn't know what a mother was supposed to be like. And so we were a little nervous of how she was going to be, but she was great, attentive to both cubs. And then she threw us for a loop again in 2016 when she had not 1, not 2, but 3 cubs, which is rare for snow leopards. So we were a little nervous that she wasn't going to be able to handle all 3, and one of them was not going to get enough food and attention that they needed. But she was once again amazing and made sure to rotate the cubs so they got equal amounts of nursing time and grooming and things like that. So she is wonderful. So we have hopes to once again breed her with our new male Tai Lung.
And how old is the male?
So Tai Lung is 9 years old and Shanti is about 10 years old.
She left us in between takes, so we have to do most of the rest of the video without her in it.
She might come back.
Hopefully. But it looks like there might be changing enclosures, so maybe we might get the male, maybe not. Who
He
knows?
might come out, yes.
But with the male and the female, like kind of convenient timing, why don't you keep them together?
So snow leopards are actually solitary animals. So in the wild, you would never see two snow leopards together unless they had come together for breeding purposes or a mother with her young. So usually the cubs stay with the mom until they're about a year old. But other than that, they live solitary lives. So we try to replicate that here, especially with Tai Lung and Shanti. We only bring them together for breeding purposes. Now, if you come to the Akron Zoo before 2017, you might have noticed two snow leopards out here. Our former male, Roscoe, was actually raised with his sister. So he was always with another snow leopard, so he really enjoyed having that company and didn't tend to have enjoyed the solitary life. And then Shanti was actually rejected by her mother, unfortunately, and so for the first few months of her life, she was hand-raised by her keepers. And then when she was a little too big for the keepers, she was introduced to a dog who then taught her how to be an animal. So because of that unique upbringing, Shanti also enjoyed a lot of company. So she and Roscoe were the perfect pair, and they were best friends, and they really loved to be together.
So that makes sense. It's two animals that have always been with another animal. It kind of would mess them up to separate them. And have them
Absolutely.
by
And so we
themselves.
try to learn the animals and their personalities and let them choose what they like to do. And it just goes to show that while the species can have certain things like being solitary and things like that, but each animal has their individual personalities. And so we learn those individual personalities here at the Akron Zoo and try to work with those.
And definitely use it to benefit the animal.
Absolutely. Animal welfare is one of our biggest priorities here.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about the snow leopard.
Absolutely.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed this week's episode. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up down below, subscribe to my channel, and also check out my Instagram @ColeShirk. And as always, I'll see you next week.